right? Once I understood this one principle, I was able to make $1,189.64 in 9 days by signing 5 clients from YouTube. So what is this? Ugh. Yo, 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 popping gangsters. Hope y'all are doing well. In this video, I want to come at you with this one lesson that is crucial, crucial to making money online. Okay? We're just making money in general. Making money in the game of business, right? Once I understood this one principle, I was able to make $1,189.64 in 9 days by signing 5 clients from YouTube. So what is this? Back in June, right? The end of June, it was around June 29th. I made my purposeful productivity course. Started making it at 10 a.m. and I went and made like 16 and a half videos. And halfway through the 17th one, realized that my mic hadn't been on for the last two and a half. So I only made 14 videos for the course that day. But uh that was kind of like how that went, right? Now, earlier that morning, I used to do videography, and one of my clients for videography, his name is Joe. He's a realtor. He's a real estate investor and a hard money lender. He'd hit me up because he wanted me to do some photo and some video for his event that he was doing. Now, I didn't get back to him that day because I didn't know if I could actually like get a ride there. And Joe and my dad are actually business partners, so I thought that they would connect and like talk about the situation. So I didn't actually like hit Joe back like that entire day. Fast forward to the next day, I had to record the last 6 videos of the course. So literally from 10 a.m. on the 29th to I believe 11 a.m. on the 30th, I recorded all the videos. It was 23 videos, I believe, or 22 and a half, right? But it was two and a half I couldn't use. So I had 20 videos that I recorded for that course. 20 videos. It was like 5.5 hours of content in 25 hours. Bonkers, right? So I after I finished recording, like my brain was actually cooked, like it hurt. Like I felt like I had brain fog. Like I was like, my brain doesn't work right now. I can't do anything. And so I hit Joe back and I was like, yo, Joe, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not coming to this event, right? Like, cause I don't want to do it. And Joe, he told me, he was like, oh man, I can't get anybody like this last minute. Like, I need you to pop out for me, bro. I need you to come through for this. And it kind of felt like a test because all my life I've been people pleasing. And I was fucking tired of people pleasing, right? And so I felt like if I didn't stay true to myself here, I wouldn't actually like I feel bad about it, right? I would regret choosing Joe over myself, right? And so I told Joe, I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do it, Joe. You know what I mean? Um, but after I made that decision, I kind of felt bad because although I felt good about choosing myself, I felt very proud of that, right? Because I hadn't really done that. There was something in part like inside of me was like, oh man, like I hope this doesn't mess up my relationship with Joe. There's a book called The Way of the Superior Man, which I love very dearly. And in it, it talked about when you're dissolving purpose layers, going from one thing to another, you don't want to end any of that with karma. You don't want to have any relationships ended on a bad note. And I was thinking, I'm like, damn, bro, I don't want this decision to like come back, bite me in the ass. I don't want this like to be a bridge I burned with Joe. Joe's an amazing guy. And so I went to go talk to my dad about it. Him and Joe are business partners, like I said. And so I was like, hey, dad, like, here's the situation. Like, what do you think? Like, yeah, like, what do you think? And he told me, he's like, here's the reason you feel like shit, Jay. You made a purely emotional and selfish decision, right? Instead of making a logical decision that in- um that takes into account you, takes into account Joe, takes into account the situation at hand, and takes into account the relationship that you and Joe have, right? And so I made a decision, like purely feminine decision, purely emotional decision. That was good because it was true to myself. But in the game of business, I had to make a more logical decision about Joe and our relationship, and what was best for the situation that was served to us. You know what I mean? And I was like, ah, okay, this makes sense. Although I chose myself, which felt good, I didn't actually choose the best situation. I mean, the best approach for the situation. So I hit Joe back. I was like, hey, Joe, I'm going to come through. I'm going to do the event. And I did it, right? I'm not going to lie. I went to that event. I think it was like 3 hours. Honestly, I would have rather recorded 4 more hours of content than done that event. But it was about the relationship, right? And I got there, before the event started. I was probably like halfway, it was probably like 30 minutes in rather. I went outside and I recorded a video called "Business is a Masculine Game," basically just talking about what I just told you guys. And about how like business is a game of chess, right? Where like the moves, strategies, the tactics that we have is like chess pieces, but the chess board is built on a foundation of relationships of people, right? I posted that video, and then Erin, who was my client, or no, she wasn't my client at the time. We were going back and forth. She wanted to work with me. She just didn't have the money for it yet. She eventually became my client, and then we became business partners, and now we're married. So Erin had hit me up on Instagram at the time, right? And she was like, "Hey, Jaden, I just saw your video and I loved it and it was awesome." Right? And I'm sure I don't need to tell you this, but there's also feminine aspects of business as well, the receiving of money. And I was like, "Holy shit. I actually hadn't considered that." Right? I was like, "Damn." I was so focused on the masculine, give, 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 give. I didn't realize that I actually had a block on my feminine that wasn't allowing money to come in. Right? You can give as much value as you want. The masculine aspect of business is the giving of value. But if your feminine isn't as healthy as it is, if you have a block in your feminine that is caused by a poor relationship with your mother or a maternal figure, right? Or maybe it manifested because of, a relationship that you had, like a romantic relationship, whatever that block came from. If you have a block on your feminine, you won't be able to receive as much money as you can. And I was like, holy fuck. And it was very profound insight to me. And so I immediately started to like introspect. I started to see where did I still have shadow work to do with, relationship with my mom, relationship with my maternal grandmother, relationships with, previous relationships I had, right? Previous partners. Um, Started to be more tapped into my inner feminine through drawing, through dancing. I love drawing and dancing. And they're two of my greatest like expressions of my feminine energy. And I just wasn't as tapped into them. I was more in nature, right? Honestly, Mother Nature, Mother Gaia, Earth, nature is really how I connect deepest to my feminine. And so I started embracing these things more. I started tapping into these things more. And after a few days, right, Aaron had hit me up. This was June 30th, I believe. On July 4th, I signed Aaron. And over the next 9 days, I signed 5 clients. July 4th, I signed Aaron. On July 6th, I signed my client Ali. On July 7th, I signed my client Tristan. On July 9th, I signed my client Shwana. And on July 13th, I signed my client Lala. Right, I'm only currently working with Lala at the time, now, right? So, but I got in 5 sales, which allowed me to make my first $1,000 online. I made $1,100, 1189 and 64 cents in those 9 days because I opened my feminine channel, because I opened my ability to receive. You need the masculine and the feminine in business, right? You need the giving and the receiving. You need the masculine structure and the feminine flow, the masculine strategies and the feminine energetics. All of these are very, very, very important. As much as having like good strategy is, right? So like let's talk about my offer, right? So I have my what I call Digital Alchemist coaching program. And the Digital Alchemist is about turning your pain, right? The things you struggled with into service, turning your struggles into service, turning your pain into purpose and profit, right? And so the foundation of my coaching program is the feminine energetics, it's spirituality, it's mindsets, it's inner work. Because you can have all the YouTube strategies you want, all the business strategies, you can have a great funnel. All of that is awesome. But if you don't actually believe in yourself that you can make money, you'll never make money. If you don't have conviction that you can help people, you'll never make money. You'll never help people. If you have a blocked feminine, you'll never receive the money. If you have low self worth, you'll never do the things that you know you're capable of because you don't believe you're actually capable of them. And those things that you can do, or the embodiment that you just be, will attract those things that you want to have. If you don't have a foundation in mindset and spirituality, all of the business stuff you do will be fucking irrelevant, honestly. It will. And so, as much as I help people with building their YouTube business, right, as a coach, as a mentor, or a course creator, I also help people with inner work and with spirituality because that is just as important. In my opinion, it's actually more important. Here's the thing there's something called the mirror principle. And the mirror principle says this: Your internal state creates your external reality. Your external reality is merely a manifestation, it's a reflection, it's a mirror of your internal state. And so if internally, right, your mindset, your thoughts, your emotional well-being, that is low, it's negative, right? Then you're only going to manifest low and negative things in your life, circumstances, right? Your business won't be able to reflect abundance because you internally are feeling lack. And so raising your internal frequency, doing inner work internally through mindset, through spirituality, right? Through shadow work, that is the base of being able to manifest things in the external through your business, right? And so I help people with not just the feminine energy, I mean, not just the masculine strategies that you need, right? The content strategy, building the offer, creating the product, right? Seeing your transformation, how to actually monetize your knowledge, your skills, your experiences. I don't only help people with that because that's only one half of it. I also help people with the mindset, with the inner work, with spirituality. You need both, right? You need the masculine and the feminine. This is crucial, crucial, crucial to living a balanced life in general. But if you want to make money in business, it's just as important. Business is a spiritual game. Okay? In my opinion, the game of business is the greatest vehicle for spiritual evolution because you have to constantly level up your masculine and constantly level up your feminine to reach new heights in revenue. My name is Jaden. I'm here building a community of spiritual creators, spiritual entrepreneurs. I like to call us the digital renaissance creators movement, the digital alchemists. People who want to spread love, spread education, spread fulfillment, spread abundance in the world, who want to turn their pains into purpose and profit, who want to reach financial independence, doing what we love every single day. If that's something you want to be a part of. I really appreciate if you drop a sub, drop a like, please share. Let's keep growing up our movement. I want to invite you guys. I have free resources in the description. My purposeful productivity mini course, my free journaling course for mental health. So if you want to introspect, if you want to find these things that are getting in your way and unblock them so you can start being the person you want to be, check out either one of those, whichever one resonates with you more, right? And if you are ready, if you're committed to not only the feminine energetics, right? Brain, if you're committed to having your YouTube business, right? The masculine strategies, but you're also willing to do the inner work with the feminine energetics to create the business that you want to create the reality that you want to create. I want to invite you to my Digital Alchemist coaching program. All right. If you want the details, shoot me a DM on Instagram or on Twitter, or you can send me an email. All right. All my information's in the description. Do it today. Be better for it tomorrow. Stay blessed. Stay loving. I'll catch you on next vid. Peace out.